Yeah, it was fun. It was my first time back on the ice in a while, so it kind of took a while to get my feet underneath me. But once I did, I felt good. Anytime you get to put on an NHL jersey is pretty cool, and to be able to put on the Flyers jersey for the first time was something special.
Wayne Simmons was out there today. He played a similar style to the way you play. What was it like, kind of being around him? Did you get to talk to him at all? Give you any tips?
Yeah, everyone on that ice, all the development people are going to be, crucial to not just me, but all the prospects, coming through the development camp. And furthermore, they're always there to, I could ask questions to them. They're always willing to teach me things. And, they're going to be there every step of the way to, help me get to that next level and make the NHL. So for Wayne Simmons, pretty cool. Actually, I found a couple photos on my phone with me as a kid, out on the ice here with Wayne Simmons. So it was a pretty special moment to, now you're working with him in the same organization.
So you were on the ice with him as when you were a kid?
Oh, no, like just after practice, he walked off the ice and I was here and we got a photo. It's pretty cool when you get to see people you idolize when you're a kid and now you're, working with them, they're part of your development staff to, try to get you a better hockey player.
Did you show him the photo?
Not yet. I told him about it. That's one of the first things I told him out there, but, I haven't showed him yet.
Remember what he was like then? Was he pretty friendly and nice to?
Yeah, I mean, we had I think 50 kids, just banging on the glass the whole practice, and him and a couple others kind of took time of their day to come say hi to us, take a couple photos, and I think that's a big thing as an NHL player, being able to give back to the community, give back to little kids who look up in those footsteps, and now that I'm here, I'm going to make sure I do that to kids and try to make everyone's day maybe a positive and a little bit better.
What was the message to you, just in general, from the development staff that they want to see from you this week while you're here?
I think just really keep an open mind and learn things. You come in here to, you're meeting lots of new people through the organization and through other prospects. It's a fun week. You get to be, learning from NHL staff for the first time, and just come in here and really just take a lot of things that I could work on in the summer and try to get better.
Porter, you mentioned after you got picked that you want to kind of put yourself in position to maybe make the team out of camp. There's been a lot of talk with juniors guys about the college route. Some guys are going that route. Have you made a decision on that, or are you going to stay in juniors if you don't make the NHL team?
Yeah, for me, my mindset is playing in the NHL next year, and if the management staff here thinks otherwise, that's when you kind of have the talk with my agent and me. But right now, my goal is to make the NHL and have a big summer. Really gain some strength in the lower body and then come into camp and try to earn my spot. But for me, I want to go and, I want to play a full regular season in the NHL next year.
Danny Briere mentioned the other day about Tyson Forster. He's dealing with an injury. They're not sure about his status, and he brought up your name as a guy that could compete to maybe help fill his void. How aware are you of the opportunity that could be here at camp?
Yeah, obviously when you come into camp, you're going to have to earn your job. You're not just going to get it given to you. And, if I get the opportunity to come in and, I'm going to give it my all and try to earn my spot in the open night roster. And if I do, that's a dream come true to, play with the, Flyers organization. But, that doesn't come without the work that needs to be put in. I still got to do some stuff throughout the summer to, get me ready for training camp in September and get me ready to, play in the NHL next season.
Like from your perspective, with everyone, it seemed like everyone kind of went down to that side of the ice where you were to watch you, hit the ice for the first time. I mean, what's it kind of like from your perspective, seeing all the fans and all the interest?
Yeah, it's really cool. I've heard that the Flyers fans, they're very passionate about their team, very passionate about the Flyers. So, for me, I'm pretty happy, and it's pretty special to be in such a great organization. And to just see that support, just, first development camp, they didn't have to come out this early in the morning to come watch. But you know what, there's quite a few that got to come see us hit the ice. So, it's special to have that support from the fans. And, I expect that for, a long career here in Philadelphia.